Welcome to Parchment Update, an interview series from the Parchment Community Library to bring your community closer to you. I'm Karen Woodworth, Library Ambassador. Joining me today is Maria Baldwin, owner of Resin Vibes by MB. Thank you for being here today.
Hi, thank you for inviting me. It's a pleasure to joining you.
Well, great. And first of all, congratulations on the grand opening of your studio in Parchment. Please tell us about Resin Vibes by MB.
Well, I started Resin Vibes in 2020 during the pandemic after having my daughter. I just needed to an outlet to be more creative and I started doing some resin work and slowly it just evolved into a business. And now I am part of the Parchment community. I opened my own studio and it's just a private studio at the moment. So if you guys want to host any parties and art classes, um, there's the space now.
And your resin artwork is so beautiful. And I'm thinking if people haven't seen it, they might not really know what it's about. Can you explain it just a little bit more?
Yeah, so my specialty or what I focus on is using Lake Michigan sand in my artwork. So I do a lot of like the resin waves. It looks just like water. We also do like floral preservations, but it is mainly focused on the nature, especially like Michigan and um, I don't know, just trying to make something unique that not everybody has. And each artwork is completely different. So it is really a one of a kind piece that you would be creating or that you'd be purchasing or whatever it would be.
Yeah, really, really beautiful again. And so what led you to open your business in Parchment specifically?
So I've lived my whole entire life in Parchment. So the space was available and I checked it out and I just thought what a great opportunity to bring more business into our town and especially by somebody local. And we don't have anything like close by. Everything like creative arts is in Kalamazoo or in Portage. So I thought, what a better opportunity, and hopefully it brings more business to the city.
Yeah, yeah. And speaking of that, you have a local artisan market coming up this Friday, March 1st from 5 to 8 p.m. So please share some of the details of this event.
Yes, so we will be open from 5 to 8. I have approximately like 15 artists. They're some friends. They're all Kalamazoo, Michigan based, all handmade items. Um, so we will have a variety of like we have a jewelry maker, so she will be doing like permanent jewelry, and it's all 14 karat gold fill jewelry or silver. And then we have another artist that specializes in bath bombs and soaps. And we have another artist that it's a crochet, that's her business. And it's just very unique, that I'm able to bring some of those artists that I know from my craft shows or that I met in the community. And now we have a space that is cozy and friendly. And it just really, it brings a lot of opportunity for everyone.
Well, it sounds like that's going to be a really fun event and so nice to see creative arts right here in Parchment. Before we wrap up today, what else would you like us to know?
Besides my market on March 1st, I also have a class scheduled for March 9th. And I believe is listed on my website. So it's a ticket item. The ticket is $22 and you get to create one of my best sellers, which are my mini 4-inch jewelry trinkets, and they're all like ocean inspired. So you can bring your own sand or use the Lake Michigan sand that I provide. Seashells, fiberglass, different pigments, and you can create your very own custom, trinket dish instead of buying my own, the ones that I make. So, yeah, so we'll see how it goes, and hopefully I can um, make schedule more classes. That is really going to be my focus is to get creative with the community.
All right. Well, it's always wonderful for people to have a chance to do something creative.
Yeah, and it's something different, not a lot of people have the space and to do resin classes because there's such an involvement and such a process like drying time and just it's a big process. So I'm happy to have the space that you guys can also experience what I love to create.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk with me today.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me. Hopefully the community starts knowing about the space and we can start scheduling more classes.